Hello and welcome back to Full Life Liberation. Thank you so much for joining me today and thank you so much for the support. And I hope that you guys have had a wonderful week and a wonderful start to Black History Month. So y'all, I had to talk about it. It's just it needs to be said. I'm tired. Okay? I am tired. Normally when I come on here, I try to be chipper and let y'all know like, hey, we could do it, but we need to be real. Sis is tired, okay? And I got a dog in the background making a whole bunch of noise. It's just life is real. And I just don't know if many of us in our Lib Tribe can relate to just being tired, right? And so I thought this would be a really good conversation to have with us as a community to talk about what do you do when you're tired? And tired could be your normal tired, you can be physically tired, or you can be emotionally tired, or you could just be tired of things that are happening in your life. And so I said, let's break down being tired. Because sis is tired. Okay? So when we're talking about being like physically tired, that is just what we all know it to be. Are you tired because you're not getting enough sleep? Are you tired because you feel like you're burning the candle on both sticks? Are you tired because you feel like, man, I just got a lot going on? And it could be all three, right? It could be all of the three. But whatever is causing you to be tired, what are you doing physically to kind of help you with being tired? Are you trying to set a better bedtime? I mean, there are night owls, which I used to be, and then there are early birds, which I am now because I don't have time to be up all night. Who got time? I don't have it. So I go to bed at a decent hour every night. But it doesn't stop me from being physically tired. Maybe all day I've been trying to create or help people or do something, so it's caused me to be more tired than I want to be. So whatever is causing me to feel that way, hey, I'm tired. So that's what has to happen. So, whatever it is, I would encourage you, if you're feeling physically tired, to really try your best to do a balance, like 6 to 8 hours of sleep every day. I know it's probably something you're like, girl, I knew that. Okay. I'm just, putting it out there for you to understand. But try to get as much rest as you possibly can. Try to limit what you watch before you go to bed. Try to limit what you take, even if it's social media. I know that I'm a huge night scroller, that has me on plenty of like internet shops buying stuff I don't need, and then it's coming at night the next day or a couple weeks later. Like, I'm like, who bought that? And then it's me, because I was night buying and I shouldn't do that. So, I just encourage you all to really work on not being up all night and not, trying to get that 6 to 8 hours of sleep that you could possibly get in a day. The other tired that, we talked about is being emotionally tired. And that's the kind of tired that we don't always recognize readily, right? So, of course, we are still in the pandemic. It has not gone anywhere. And so if you are emotionally tired, then are you really recognizing the signs of being emotionally tired? And it could be something that you're just feeling like, even if you do what I said before, you're like, well, Stephanie, I do 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. I am exercising regularly. I am on my health food kick, and I'm still not getting enough energy. You may be emotionally tired. And emotional tiredness can look like, you not feeling like no matter how much sleep you get, you still can't focus, or you're still feeling tired when you wake up in the morning, or you not having enough energy to get through the day. And it could just be being fatigued. A lot of people are talking about being Zoom fatigued. For those of us that are on webinar calls all day, every day, some of us may be feeling fatigued from work if you're out and doing labor, but just the thought of having to get up and being exposed to potential COVID or whatever else is going on here in the world, you may just be tired. You may be just being tired of being vigilant or hyper vigilant when things are happening in your world, and you're just like, every single day you have to be on guard or worried about something or thinking about something. And so all those levels of being tired play on your energy. It takes some of your energy tank. And so we have to know that being emotionally tired is probably more pervasive than even being physically tired, because we can stop doing so much, but we may not be able to shut our brains off. So you might be in the bed, but are you still thinking about things? So for that, I would recommend like journaling, meditating, Have you, make sure that you are really trying to put positive thoughts and positive energy into your life and not being consumed with all the negative things that were happening, which I know is hard because there's so much going on right now in the world and there's so many things that are moving that you want to stay informed, but you don't want to be overly informed. So take a step back, right? And try not to like overindulge yourself in that. But be mindful that stress is an energy zapper. Worry is an energy zapper. Constantly thinking are energy zappers. And so be mindful of what an energy zapper is because it will make you tired. And I don't want that for you, and I don't want that for me, and I don't want that for anybody, right? Right. And then the third part is being tired overall. Like, so being tired overall, like you could just be tired of what's happening around you. So being mindful not only of how much sleep you're getting, how much, energy you're conserving with the worry or the thoughts that you're having, but also around the people that are in your life because people are energy zappers. So I'll tell you a quick story. Here's a little mini story time. So I remember having a part of like one of my good friends having a birthday party, or I don't remember what kind of party it was. It may not even been birthday. But she said to me, she said, Stephanie, what time are you coming to the party? Because I had something to do earlier that day. I was like, oh, well, I probably could make it around, I don't know, let us all say 2. So I was like, I probably can make it around 2. She said, oh, I'm going to try to make it, I'm going to smooth the party to like 1 so that when you get there, then the party can really get started. And on one hand, I was flattered by that. But on the other hand, I thought about that. I was like, so basically everybody wants me to come because I bring energy, but then people are going to take that energy from me. And there's been plenty of times when I've gone to events and I have been myself because, as you know, I'm a bubbly personality. I love to get out here. I love to have fun. I love to cut a rug. Your girl can dance. I know you ain't seen me from the waist up, but let me tell you something. She gets down. She's got moves. She can do the dirty wine. So, I can move and I love to have fun, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm here for your entertainment, right? And even though I don't mind being myself and I love people and I love being around people, when I am done leaving an event, I'm typically tired because I've given all that I have. So normally when that happens, I have to go home. I need to sit down. I usually watch The Office because that's my show. And I'm just trying to replenish the energy that I've given out to the world. And so that's okay. I don't mind being the life of the party if that's what someone perceives me as. But it cannot be my role every single day in everyone's life. And if that's happening for you or to you, you have to be mindful. You have to be mindful that like you might just be tired. You may just be needing someone to really help you conserve your energy, maybe need someone to help you really relax, and you need to not always be on stage. Also, it could be people that are just coming to get, information from you, have questions for you. Let me pick your brain. Let me ask you something. I always tell people, the model that I live by is that I try to surround myself with people who are forward movement, forward growing, and are doing big boss things. And the biggest rule that I live by, and I know you've probably heard this before, that if you're the smartest person in the room, then you need to lead the room. And so I'm always trying to be in rooms where I can glean from other people, but also have something to provide to the group things. And the biggest rule that I live by, and I know you've probably heard this before, that if you're the smartest person in the room, then you need to lead the room. And so I'm always trying to be in rooms where I can glean from other people, but also have something to provide to the group. Because you just don't want to be an energy zapper. You want to be an energy, conductor, or was that a word? Like conductor. But do you want to be able to provide energy is what I want to say. Like you want to be able to have bi-directional exchange of energy and support for one another. You don't want it all just you pouring out and no one pouring into you. And so be mindful of that. If you have people that are zapping energy from you, and people could be doing it overtly or they could be doing it covertly. They may be doing it and not even knowing it. And you may be wanting to give it away and not realizing that you're not keeping any for yourself. And so you want to be mindful at all times to not allow people to zap or take your energy away. Because that really is something that you have to conserve. And again, much like emotional being emotionally tired, it's hard to get that energy back. It's hard to build back up that energy capital that you're going to need to sustain yourself. And if you're a creative or if you were trying to embark on new things, you're going to need as much energy as you can because it's only 24 hours in a day, and sometimes you're going to have to use all of it. So that's it. I just wanted to give you guys some quick tips on how to like deal with the tiredness because sis is tired too. And to that end, I apologize that this video is late, but because sis was tired, sis took some time to take care of herself. And self-care is ultimately the biggest thing that I would recommend. Never underestimate the power of radical self-care. And yes, self-care could be going to the spa or eating a good meal or taking a nap or binge watching your favorite show. But sometimes it could be sitting in silence and listening to what the creator has for you to do. Sometimes you need to just be sitting with yourself and plan your next move or plan your next activity. But understand that you're only as good as the energy that you have to give it out. So don't give it all away. Don't waste all the goodness that you have trying to run a race and then you don't have anything to restore your tank with. So be an energy conserver. Be mindful who you give your energy to. Be mindful of that there's physical tiredness, there's emotional tiredness, and then just being plain old tired of people. And also be mindful of who you keep around you. Like everybody who starts with you may not be able to come with you. And I think we can use that for another talk. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, the whole idea of starting from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah, that's not a real thing. Sorry, it's not a real thing. We can talk about it though. So if you're interested, please put in the chat below. I'd love to, in the comments below, please let me know. I'd love to hear your input about if that's something you want to talk about later on. But as always, Lib Tribe, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for riding with me. I have put a call out for us to get to 50 subscribers, and we are over 50. So shout out to everyone who is sharing these nuggets, supporting me, posting it on their social media. I see you. I feel it. Thank you for the love. It is appreciated. Thank you for enjoying my little Sophia in the background. She's up in the morning. She's got all the energy. She got the juice. I don't have it, but she has it. And most of all, thank you for being you. Thank you for showing up and just being you, because it adds to our tribe. Now, go out, like, share, comment, tell a friend, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. We are growing this Lib Tribe. I couldn't get that out. We are growing this Lib Tribe. We're on the road to 100 new subscribers. I believe it. I know that we can do it, and I need you to help me do it. So thank you all for all that you're doing. Until I see you again, be well. And always remember, we can never live our life fully unless we live it liberated. So stay liberated, guys.